Number 10, FSU and Georgia Tech kick off the new college football season out in Dublin, Ireland on Saturday. College football is back, baby! So let's talk to the czar of the playbook, CBS Sports college football insider Emory Hunt, because we got to get you guys all caught up before kickoff. Emory, what's going on, my man? Looking good, feeling good. How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Appreciate you bringing me on the show.
All right, week 0, out in the dub. I don't know if they call it that, but it sounds cool. We got Florida State, Georgia Tech. Do the Noles start the season off with a win?
Possibly, but it'll be a lot closer than an 11.5-point spread because Georgia Tech is a very good team on both sides of the ball. Haynes King at quarterback. You also look at Jamal Haynes at running back, and defensively, Sylvan Yanjon is back in the fold along the defensive line. He's a tremendous pass rusher, but I do like Florida State because of their depth defensively and on offense by a few points, maybe 3 here, more so than an 11.5-point spread. Because, again, all spring, all summer, you have to prepare for one opponent. That's why this game will be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, Sylvan's a PPI guy out from Belgium. We talk about the game growing internationally. He's a true testament of that. Now he gets to lace the cleats up, play out in Ireland against the number 10 team in the country. Who's your early pick to win the national championship?
Texas. I love the Longhorns. Even with the losses in the backfield to a couple of star tailbacks, they still have some good depth back there. But this is about their offensive line and their defensive line. The reason why they got to the postseason last year, they are built and look like Georgia, Alabama along the point of attack. That's key in college football. And they still were able to revamp their receiving core despite losing a lot of those guys to the NFL. This is a very good team, experienced quarterback, built well along both sides of the line of scrimmage. I think Texas can go wire to wire and win the national championship.
All right, so Texas football is back. Who's your sleeper team that's going to hand out some L's and some upsets?
No one's talking about this, but it's a new ACC team, the All-Coast Conference, because I'm going to California. The Golden Bears have a tremendous quarterback in Chandler Rogers who transferred from North Texas. This dude can light up the scoreboard. He's a true dual threat, and when you combine his passing prowess and his athleticism with Jaden Ott in the backfield, Cal can score points. And because they can score points and their defense got better as the season went on, this is a dark horse team this year. Maybe not to go to the postseason, but they will definitely be a fly in the ointment for sure.
Kendrick Lamar has a hit song this summer, and now you full West Coast now? You full West Coast now? This is where we're going.
I dabble.
All right, which team is the most overrated?
Ole Miss. I love Ole Miss's offense, but it's never a question about what Ole Miss can score. It's about whether or not they can stop people. And until they prove they can stop guys defensively and show up in big games, yeah, they'll beat the brakes off UL Monroe, but when they'll come to Alabama or Georgia, they don't come up big. So I want to see them finish a big game strong defensively, then I could buy into the Rebels. But right now, they're overrated in my opinion.
You mentioned Texas being your national championship team favorite. Will Arch Manning be QB1 at any point of the season for the Longhorns?
There you go, start mess, Brandon. No, of course not. Like, Quinn Ewers knows that he has the entire Manning family behind him, so it's in his best interest to play well, because this will be his final season at Texas before he hands off the reins to Arch Manning.
I'm media now, man. I got to ruffle some feathers. Will Coach Prime, his sons in Colorado, actually live up to the hype this season?
I am so glad you asked that, Brandon. Yes, they will, because they have the best quarterback in the country. My QB1 for the 2025 NFL draft, Shadur Sanders, is not even close. He is like the Black Joe Burrow. He can throw the football anywhere he wants on the field. Colorado will win about 8 or 9 games this season. Keep an eye on the Buffaloes out there in Boulder.
All right, your early pick for Heisman. Who's your Heisman Trophy favorite this year?
Because it's a quarterback award, and I know I could have Shadur Sanders there, but it is also tied to the quarterback on the best team or a team that's winning, and that's going to be Cam Ward at Miami. I expect Miami to win the ACC, get into the college football playoff, because Cam Ward is playing lights out. He's a supercharged version of Tyrod Taylor. Big fan of his game since he was at Incarnate Word, out to Washington State, and now with Miami with a loaded roster, the U will be back this season.
And he got a pretty little penny in that NIL money to go down there in that transfer portal as well. Emory, tell the people where they can find you, man. And you've got some college football coverage coming up for week 0 as well, right?
Absolutely. Follow me on Twitter at FBallGamePlan. Check me out on CBS Sports HQ and lock in very early Sunday morning on ELF Game Pass. I'll be the color analyst on the Warsaw Panthers versus Prague Lions on European League of Football this final week of the season.
Told y'all the game was growing. Appreciate you hopping on with us, my man.